It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Monday, November 29th, 2021, 7 a.m.
We're back.
Time to smile. It's Monday.
We're back. Yay, Bob. Woo!
I don't think so.
Oh, he's smiling.
He's so excited.
He's trying to fight it.
He's so excited. Oh, my goodness.
He's
he can't
ready.
contain himself.
He's
My
just
goodness.
ready to rock and roll this week.
Mr. Excitement. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you overeat?
Of course, of course.
And you?
It was Thanksgiving.
We did 2 big turkeys, and one I did a little bit different. I injected it with some Creole butter and
How was that?
jalapenos. Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
It was everybody's favorite.
Was it?
You wouldn't think jalapenos and turkey would go together. Whew, that was
I
good.
bet it does. I
That
bet
was
it
good.
does. Yeah.
Was you doing the Mexican tap dance about midnight?
There you go. It was good.
Hello, Pepto Bismol. I was down a little town called Naylor, Arkansas, just north of Valonia. And I got a nice new house on 60 acres, beautiful down there. They run cattle.
Where is that?
Naylor is just, let's see. I went to Rosebud on 5 and grabbed Highway 36. And you go down about 18 miles southwest of Rosebud, and you're right there at Naylor, Arkansas. And
So unless you're going there, don't worry about it.
but I tell you what, it's sure
Unless
pretty
you have a
country.
reason to go there.
It is pretty country. Let me tell you, just beautiful flat farmland out there, and they run cattle and everything. But beautiful time. Had a lot of fun. Overate as usual, but a lot of fun. I'm resetting the computer here so I don't.
Yeah, he
to-
was asking me about directions going down there before he
I
left
did that. I
last
did
week.
exactly what.
Yeah.
2 highways, 5
Yeah.
to 36.
And I looked at it and said, and why are you going there? 'Cause kind of the same thing. Unless you know somebody there, you're not going to Naylor.
Well, it's funny because one of the smaller schools in the area, I think it was Viola, actually played basketball there. They played them in a basketball tournament at Couch this Friday. So it's funny.
No,
I've
that's
never
Naylor.
heard of Naylor till now.
That's Naylor, Missouri.
No, it was Naylor, Arkansas.
They wouldn't go that. They wouldn't go to Couch, Missouri. I've been to Couch, Missouri. They play Naylor, Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, Naylor, Missouri is right by Neelyville. Neelyville, Naylor, and Couch, and they all play. My cousins used to play Naylor. They played for Neelyville, they played Naylor, and they played Couch. Couch is on Highway 142.
Well, nonetheless, Naylor is not a common name for a town.
no.
And then all of a
This
sudden
Naylor,
you bring it
Arkansas,
up
though,
today.
is the earthquake capital of Arkansas.
They
You know,
keep
they've always got that.
They can have it.
They can have it. Hey, we're Enjoy Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing with 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. They're up and running after the holidays. I'm sure they had a few days off. They have Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby, 62 East Plaza, and Bomber Boulevard. And school's back in session too, so everything's back to
Yeah,
normal.
everything's back up.
Back to normal. So Bomber Boulevard will be getting busy. And of course, you got 62 East Plaza and Baxter Regional Medical Center. Mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, pumpkin spice, French vanilla, they've got it all. Cinnamon rolls, scones, turnovers, muffins.
Get it all.
What'd I miss?
No, you got the important stuff. I mean, by the way, they do have coffee, but the important stuff is covered under cinnamon
stuff to
rolls,
eat.
scones. Yes. Yes.
The stuff to eat. Check out Brewed Awakening Coffee. Brewed Awakening is the best coffee in town. Perhaps you'd like to have some Brewed Awakening at your home. Stop by and they'll ground up some beans for you. ½ pound, 1 pound, pound and a half or more. A little bit more expensive what you pay for at the grocery store, but well worth it because it's Brewed Awakening Coffee, the very best coffee in town. Under new ownership and management, doing very, very well. Appreciate their continued sponsorship here on Down on the Corner. They've been with us for many, many years. And if you want the best coffee in town, stop by Brewed Awakening. Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. They do a great job to bring you the very best coffee in town. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. pre-planning, perhaps of passing of a family member, friend, loved one, whatever it may be. It's a tough time of the year when something like this happens, but Roller Funeral Home steps in and really, really helps with all the services and everything that's related to that matter. With all our respect is how they do business on a daily basis. And all across the state of Arkansas and Western Tennessee, Roller Funeral Home's great folks to work with. And, talk about pre-planning. Bob had a client several years ago that said, Dale, need to talk about pre-planning. So, yes, we do. So call the Roller Funeral Home folks all across the state of Arkansas, Western Tennessee, with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, what's left of the turkey or ham will wind up now as contents in the garbage can. The few leftovers, once spectacular, now, that's gross. The cornstalk and pumpkin decorations will be replaced with Christmas trees, wreaths, ornaments, nativity scenes, and of course Santa and Rudolph. We love to celebrate, but why? Because Jesus Christ came to earth as a baby, grew into adulthood, was crucified and overcame death on Resurrection Day we call Easter. We are grateful and thankful for our salvation in Jesus Christ, plus the many blessings God has poured out on us. Yes, life is hard sometimes, and we lose people we love due to death, but God is always with us. Lord, I am truly grateful for all you have done for me, and I want to say thank you. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Hey,
well, Bob's been waiting for.
He's been practicing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right.
No.
Don't even start there.
He won't. That ain't going to go anywhere, I tell you. That dog will not.
What if I had an apple turnover and bribed him?
I don't think it'd make a difference.
Not for an apple turnover?
Not for nothing.
And
It's
now,
the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
dun, 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 the weather.
Morning weather brought to you by the ZT Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website retiretoarkansas.net. And for the first time this week, we're going to take a look at the White River.
The fog.
Woo. There's lots of fog
There's
on
lots
the
of
river.
fog
My
on the
goodness.
river.
I'm surprised as low as the humidity has been around here lately.
Here's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. You see the bridge, 62412 bridge, left side of the screen. Of course, the city of Cotter. I think this is taken September 2019. And you see the little baseball park, railroad museum there, the clearing right there. Should be into the city of Cotter, Arkansas. While you're at retiretoarkansas.net, be sure to check out all the listings with the Z team and all the MLS service numbers here in the Twin Lakes area in southern Missouri. The Z team is ready to serve you in both states, whether southern Missouri or north central Arkansas. Call the Z team at 870-405-0793. The professional real estate full-time agents, they just go, 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 go. And when they stop for a bite to eat, they go, go, go some more. Bob and Linda Zador, your full-time professional real estate agents. You want straight talk, honest answers, and great results. Call the Z team, 870-405-0793, retiretoarkansas.net. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z team. Right now I'm showing 31 degrees in Mountain Home, 32 at Harrison, 30 at Batesville, 28 at Yellville and Marshall, 37 in Salem, Arkansas, 28 at Mountain View, Arkansas. Then around the region, West Plains, Missouri at 37, 36 at Springfield, Missouri, Poplar Bluff at 27, 28 at St. Louis. And I'm going to tap on the thermometer, tap, 49 in Watford City, North Dakota. Figure that one out. Oh, well. Taking a look at the radar, there's just not a lot on the radar right now. Northwest part of the country, you got Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Montana. A little bit of snow into extreme northern North Dakota into Canada there. And then a line of light snow, Wisconsin into Minnesota. Some light shower activity in north central and east central Iowa going up into Minnesota there. Other than that, that's about it. So we'll zoom into Arkansas and take a peek. 62-412 east and west of Mountain Home is clear at this time. 65 to Branson out of Little Rock. Then you got Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas, Walnut Ridge on Highway 67, 167 as they split off there. It's clear at this time. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, 530 in Arkansas. All clear at this time. Memphis on I-40 to Jackson, no problems there. Kennett, Missouri, Interstate 155 to Dyersburg. Looking good there. Poplar Bluff, Missouri, north on Highway 67 to St. Louis, no problems there. Branson, Missouri, west on 160 and Springfield west on 60. No shower activity there. Your interstates 49, 44, 55, and 70. Kansas City to St. Louis. And Joplin, Springfield, Rolla, St. Louis, doing pretty good there. Nothing across the state from Kansas City to St. Louis. Zooming in on southern Illinois, East St. Louis, Illinois, east on I-64 to Mount Vernon, south on I-57 to Carroll. We're looking good there. Pinckneyville, DuQuoin, Steelville, Sparta, Redbud, Belleville, all good right now. We go down to Carroll, Illinois on I-57, Paducah, Kentucky on I-24, Union City, Tennessee, US 51 south. We're in good shape there. No watches or warnings for just about anywhere in the country other than fog in Texas, Louisiana, and Oregon and Idaho. A little bit of wind warning up in Montana, but things seem to be fine. We are looking at some very good temperatures this week. 66 today, 67 on Tuesday, 67 on Wednesday, and 72 on Thursday and Friday of this week. So we got bright, sunshiny skies, no precipitation in the forecast. But with that, the drought monitor looks pretty bad right now. We got some abnormally dry to moderate drought conditions in the south central, southwest part of the state, and abnormally dry throughout Baxter County east down to the east central part of the state. Missouri not as bad, just a few spots there with some abnormally dry situations in the state of Missouri. Checking iDrive Arkansas, we have 2 accidents to report. This is on Highway 70, reported at 6:01 a.m. by Arkansas Department of Transportation, 1.7 miles north of Highway 27 in Pike County. 2-vehicle accident with possible injuries there. Over here at I-55 at 40, it's at mile marker 277.6, eastbound lane, reported at 6:34 by RDOT. 2-vehicle accident involving an overturned 18-wheeler there. Going to be stopping traffic, looks like on I-40 at I-55 there. Other than that, all the traffic moving well throughout the state. Checking the cameras here, we're going to take a look first at Highway 5 North and Mountain Home. The Exxon station and Casey's across the street. You see the bank across the street. A lot of traffic here because folks going to work either at Baxter Lab or Baxter Regional Medical Center. Moving on over to Cardinal Drive, we'll be looking east in Mountain Home and see the beautiful sunrise here. Minimal amount of traffic at this part of town. Actually, no traffic at this part of town right now. And we'll look down the hill at Club Boulevard. Let it load here for a second. We'll expand it here. You see Clay Maxey Chevrolet right here, and Holly's Jewelry. A minimum amount of traffic. What's here is moving well. And of course, you see Baxter Regional Medical Center along the mountains right here. Take a look at the Spring River at Highway 63. They've changed this shot. They've kind of backed it out a little bit, so we get a little bit more in view here. You see the Spring River right here at the bridge. This is Highway 9 going to Mammoth Springs, and Highway 63 is actually the state line right here. You see the truck going north. He's going to be in Missouri here in about 15 seconds. So beautiful sunrise there at Mammoth Springs, Arkansas. Checking Missouri Department of Transportation. A few construction areas still going on. And just plan your route accordingly. Highway 65 to Springfield, 63 to Rolla, or Highway 67 to St. Louis. Norfolk Lake sitting at 553.35, while Bull Shoals Lake at 653.47. Crude oil prices are at 71.49. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed out on the 26th. They went down 905 points, closing at 34,899.34. Giving Tuesday is tomorrow, and let me remind you about the Dream Network. My friend Marla Lucas is the CEO of the Dream Network. They help women and children in desperate situations, and they're going to be raising some money tomorrow on Giving Tuesday. You can go to thedreamnetwork.org and go to donate. $5, $10, $15, $20 or more is always appreciated, and it goes to help women and children in desperate situations in southwest Missouri and north central Arkansas. Our good friend Sarah Forhess with Intentional Pursuit Ministries, if you can help her with her ministry going on now. She used to be with Channel 3 News in Springfield, now on her own in the ministry along with her husband Ethan, who's with Convoy of Hope. You go to contact us at sarahforhess.com to contact them as well. Web and paper design, David Stroud, our good friend, sits in on XL7 TV in the director's chair occasionally, has got all about the design at webandpaperdesign.com. You can go here and see some of his work. Here's Bob, our sports director, Bob Recktenwald's XL7 sports logo here, the ASU Mountain Home, Rusty Cup, 9/11 Monument, and other work that he's done is very, very good. Call him at 405-4433 or go to webandpaperdesign.com and hit the contact button to contact David Stroud.
I'm so looking forward to the first snow day with those cameras. Cars sliding everywhere. It's going to be fun to be able to sit here and watch.
Only he would think of that.
That is going to be pretty cool.
It is interesting, ain't it?
Of course, it's not going to have the same effect as it would if it was like 1975 when we had one snowplow for all of Baxter and Marion County.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is going to be pretty cool to have those cameras on, be able to see what's going on
Don't it
out
would be
there.
pretty at the Spring River with the snowfall?
Yeah.
Yeah, over at Mammoth Springs.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 7:15. We better take a break. You got a coach interview real quick.
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm, be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Monday morning sports update. We got Coach Steve Airy here this morning. We're going to wrap up the Bomber football season altogether, Coach. First, I wanted to mention that the junior high will travel today to play basketball at West Memphis West today. I believe those games start at 5 o'clock. So, you know, before we get into the Bomber season, El Dorado beat Marion 60-20 on Friday. What's your thoughts on that?
I've seen that El Dorado on tape, and they have some dudes. So I'm not surprised they're in the state championship game. I was a little surprised Marion was in that game, but
you know, and they were in that game until about halftime. They had them to it was 20-3 or something like that halftime.
And I think when you look at the books, I think El Dorado is leading the best offense in Class 6. I think they're a little better than Greenwood. So
on the other side of the bracket, it was Greenwood 45, Little Rock Parkview 35. And that game was opposite at halftime. Parkview was winning that at the half.
Yeah, I don't know how that one played out. You didn't happen to watch it, did you?
No, it was 45-35 was the final, but I don't know how it flopped.
I've just got a gut feeling that Parkview jumped on them early, and it was probably with a big special teams play or a big defensive play or, something like that, because I really felt like just all three phases of the game all three phases of the game other than the return game that Greenwood had the advantage. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
I'm looking forward to that final. When they play that at War Memorial in a neutral stadium, neutral field. I'm not much to play the official game, but I'm going to tell you that I have not been to Greenwood where there wasn't some home cooking going on, and I've been there several times.
There's something to a home field advantage.
And they take it to the limit. Yeah, take it to the limit. We finished up our season over there a couple weeks ago. Our boys played better than they did the first game. There's no doubt about it. Just didn't come out the way we wanted it to.
I can't remember how the game played out right now, but I know we had 2 or 3 turnovers on defense, but we had 2 or 3 chances to get off the field and didn't, which led to scores. That's the thing that jumps out at me. And then obviously, when you play those guys, they're going to score points. You got to generate points, and we didn't generate any points.
And they're fast.
Yeah, they're fast. They were healthy. We didn't get them when they were healthy the first time.
Right.
And I remember somebody saying, "Well, they're not very big." Well, they're not, but they got a bunch of guys about 210 pounds, 6'1", 210 that can go. Wasn't overly big, but
when folks say they're not very big, they haven't seen our boys. Because they are not very big.
No.
Going against somebody that's not very big that outweighs them 30 pounds.
Yeah. And I'll take a bunch of 210, 15-pounders all day long. Those are guys that are big and can run in my eyes.
Yes.
And that's what they have.
Absolutely. If you had to go back and pick a best game of the season, win or lose, best played game of the season, which game would it have been for
Definitely
you?
Sylvan.
Sylvan Hills.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you're right. I feel like the Bombers came off the bus, they clicked, and they played.
They played really well. Had to play that way to get out of there with a win. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Probably every phase of the game they probably should have beat us, but we won that night, and that's just what happens. You got to play them,
And again, that's another team we gave up 35, 40 pounds per player on the line, both sides, offense and defense.
I didn't think there was any way we could stop them.
Yeah, you thought
we didn't, but we slowed them down.
Right. But you came out with the W, and that's what needed to happen.
And we really ran the football that night, and the offensive line really stepped up. Gage Lindsey really stepped up. Our run game won that one for us.
If you picked a game that you won, if you pick a game that you lost, the Bombers actually played a very good game in, would there be one?
No.
I'm going to throw out the Harrison game for you. What's your thoughts on it? Didn't turn out with a W. We played well. We didn't win, but we played well. And we didn't give up.
It was just the 3 turnovers probably or it might have been 4 turnovers.
Right.
But that was the big thing that defined us that night. And I'm going to tell you right now that if we'd have won that game, we might have won the Nettleton game, and we might have won 6 games. But that one there really, really hurt.
Yeah,
that one really hurt.
That stung hard.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Nettleton game. That was probably an embarrassment game for you. When you go in at half leading and you come out in half like you didn't play, that hurt the team.
Yeah, and when we flipped in the tape, they finally quit throwing the ball around and just went right at us. And that game would have probably been different in the first half if they would have attacked us that way. But they was running and throwing, and they were so big up front, we just couldn't match up.
Yeah,
they just gashed us.
They had some big players.
They did. We had some big mistakes in that game. That's kind of our thing is made a lot of mistakes, and that's going to be a point of emphasis in the off season. Is our seniors are making most of them, you know.
And that shouldn't happen.
That shouldn't happen. They should be your most solid players on Friday night. Those are the guys that touch the ball. Those are the guys that win your football games.
Yeah.
And we've already decided we're going to do some football school. We're going to. I mean, it's stuff like Russellville letting the kickoff hit the ground. You say it in practice, but are they really listening? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we just do stupid stuff, but we're going to get better. We're going to get better. Our football IQ is really low.
You finished the year 4-8 this year. Made it in the second round of the playoffs. Realistically, what's the plan for off season? When does it start?
It starts today.
Starts today.
Mm-hmm.
Ninth grade comes down the hill today.
They're going to come down the hill today. We're going to wrap up getting some. We're going to go ahead and hit the weight room today, and we're going to work on body composition and mindset. That's our top two things we're going to focus on getting out of the gates. Is we got to get mentally tougher, and we've got to get bigger.
You know, you're losing 13 seniors that have played football together for 6 Bomber years. That's going to be hard to fill. But you've got 21 juniors on the team this year that are going to step up. Some of them are going to step up and be leaders.
Yes, and then we got to get them leading in the right direction in the right way. Yep. So we're going to throw some leadership academy in there, but I'm going to get in some different phases this year. We're just different. We struggle with leadership. We struggle with the commitment level.
Mm-hmm.
We just struggle.
So going.
I have a lot of coaching to do between the ears and the chest.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily, and football. Like I said, you don't let kicks hit the ground, and you don't make mistakes to beat yourselves.
I had an old coach back in the 70s said, "Look, you guys have got to understand. People think that football games are won from here down, but actually they're won from here to here. The body's going to do what this part tells them, and that's where the football games are won. You've got to be smart enough to deal with it." And I buy that now that I'm 60.
Well, you make a lot fewer mistakes, and you play a lot more discipline.
Yeah.
You play a lot smarter, and it just changes everything.
Here's what your offseason looks like. You've got 21 juniors coming in, 26 sophomores that were on the roster this year, and you've got 41 freshmen coming down the hill. That's a good-sized team. 88 players.
We hope we can keep them. We're going to struggle keeping them. I don't know. We kind of finished on a sour note in the sense that, the season extends for us. Well, it extends for the young kids, and they're not getting to play.
Mm-hmm.
So, boy, they really start. They don't enjoy being just a practice dummy. They enjoy playing on Monday night or Thursday night.
And that's the importance of the JV schedule, and being able to get a good 8 to 10 game JV schedule that the games are actually played no matter what. Win, lose, draw, you got to play.
And I'm hoping going forward that if we can get our kids physically ready, that we're playing, more kids on special teams and getting more kids in the game. I've struggled getting kids in the game right now. We got so young so fast. And Jonesboro was the perfect example. We decided we was going to play our 1-2 quarters. You throw your JV kids in, and boom, boom. One play to the house, one KOR to the house. And I mean, just the level was such a drop-off for us that we couldn't play a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm. The last season you did a spring league with the younger ones. Is that in the future? Is that going to happen this year?
Absolutely. We're going to do whatever we can to work harder than everybody else. We're going to do whatever we can to gain some ground and take advantage and get things in our court a little bit.
I really believe that gave a mental adjustment to those 8th graders going into the 9th grade by playing in that spring league.
I think there was they definitely didn't have where you come in week 1 and it looks like, they're not ready to play. I mean, they look like they hit the ground running from week one. And it was definitely due to that, I believe.
Let's talk real quick. We got to wrap up here. You've got Mason Walker, had to have surgery. He came out of that okay, I'm guessing?
Mason's doing well, according to Mason.
According to Mason. Of course, Mason was doing well the day after it happened, so he just walking with a little limp.
Yeah.
We don't have any other underclassmen that are out due to surgeries or injuries, do we?
I'm thinking Brody Goodson's going to end up with a surgery.
Oh.
He's being evaluated. I think he has an appointment this week. He had an appointment last week. They're getting an MRI this week. So he's another one. He played with torn ACL. Cody Abel played with torn ACL. He had surgery last week. But yeah, we had a few injuries to deal with.
But those
kids were really tough this year, though.
Yeah, which is different.
That's what we got to be. We got to be tough guys.
Those two you mentioned that they might have to have surgery. If they have it early enough in the wintertime, they should be back, right?
Yes.
That'd be good.
Yes.
Coach, once again, we appreciate you coming in this morning and wrapping up the season. Didn't end like we wanted it to, but going into the second round of the playoffs when nobody expected you to even get there, that's not a bad thing.
Well, when we dropped the 2 games early, I knew it was going to be that type of year, you know.
Yeah.
You had to win those games early, and so it is what it is, but at least it finished kind of on a positive note. I'd know if we'd win 2 games after the start, you know. But I want to go out and say thank you to the community. Thank you for what you guys do here. Everybody rants and raves on how good you are. You guys have a lot of following, and you've really done good things for Mountain Home football. And our boosters, our town, our parents are just freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Gridiron Club and the steak dinner auction will be coming up in the spring, and we'll be looking forward to that.
You bet. Let's make it bigger and better than ever. Let's get this football program turned around.
There you go. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Scooter?
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead door. A garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Are you?
It is now time for Missing Monday, brought to you by People That Care. Jay Chafin State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Happy Lawn Care LLC, they are proudly insured by Jay Chafin State Farm. And of course, Jim and Sheila Wingard at Wingard Photography. Sheila was here last week and appreciate her coming in and joining us on Missing Monday. All right, Brent and Genevieve, good morning, everybody. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
Good morning.
I think we got some good news to report out of Gassville, Arkansas.
Oh yeah, what was it? A couple weeks ago, we had one of our runaways, the Captain Uchman, and Haley's mom was on the show, and I believe it was Saturday evening. Haley was located in Illinois,
all the way in Chicago,
all the way up in Chicago. So yeah.
Do you have any reports on that, Genevieve?
No, I don't as of right now.
Yeah, I mean, I do know.
Super excited that she's been located.
Yes, I do know the mom went up there and picked her up and brought her back home, and that's about the extent of the information
Is that right?
that I have. So, yeah. So that is good news. You know, she was gone for
absolutely
2 months, I believe.
Yeah, she disappeared October 1, was found on the October 1.
Mm-hmm.
So a month and 26 days almost.
Right, yeah. So I mean, it's great news. But as we move along, we have more that's out there that we need to get back home. So, but I thought today, you know, we would discuss. You know, it's still Runaway Awareness Month. What's left of the month, anyway. And you know, we've discussed on about runaways, but we probably need to discuss on what to do when the runaway returns home, which is a perfect leeway from Haley being brought back home. So anyway, you know, I'm going to let Genevie start off with this.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to finish up. It's National Runaway Awareness Month, the month of November, and really we want to shed light on runaways and what that means today for our kids and our parents. You know, there's a lot of talk about whether or not it's even legal to run away and what happens afterwards. Every state has different laws and regulations about that. Basically, a runaway is considered a minor, so someone under the age of 18 who leaves home without parent or guardian permission, and they're gone from home overnight. So in most states, running away is not a crime. However, runaways and their parents or guardians can face legal consequences when they do come home. Adults who encourage or hide runaways, you know, a friend that might be helping you out, can be charged with a crime. And that's basically because parents are legally responsible for caring for their minor children, even if that child is not living in the home. So, for example, parents can be responsible for a child's truancy. In that same manner, they can be responsible because they are not under their care, so they're not attending school, unexcused absences from school. Parents should always, of course, call the school if their child has run away to let them know they'll be absent and that a child has been reported as a runaway, which is another very important responsibility that parents have, is to file a missing report for your child if they have run away. Minorities in most states are classified as, if they run away, it's classified as a status offense. A status offense is like an act that it violates the law, but only because the youth has a status of being a minor. So it's much like truancy, violating curfew, underage use of alcohol, those sort of things. But even being ungovernable as a minor, the consequences vary from state to state, and really from offense to offense. So, but they do need to understand that parents and guardians can be responsible and held responsible for a child running away. So a lot of kids and adults are unaware of kind of how that works. If you do consider running away, and I want to, keep in mind, parents, that the internet is full of information about how to run away, what to do, how to do it right, how to, handle things if you do run away. So I think, I've heard parents say before, well, my kid wouldn't have a clue what to do anyway. Well, keep in mind at their fingertips is a lot of information, a lot of blogs, a lot of places like Reddit and things like that are more than happy to give how-tos on how to do these things. And they're not always, good. They're not always, something that you want your kid to be looking at. So it's another reason it's really important to know what your child's doing online and to kind of keep up, because if there is instability in the home, if there's a lot of issues going on, your child could be considering this. Runaway Safe Line, they've got databases where you can go online and talk to certified counselors, and it's full of kids that are contemplating running away and what should I do and how should I do it, and what, am I going to get in trouble, or, various questions. And it's handled well, but those things are out there. And so, just saying, well, my kid wouldn't have a clue what to do, they could be trying to figure that out. It's something to look into and be aware of if you feel like there's a possibility that could be, happening in your home. But let's move on to if they are found, such as, Haley Glass, which we are so excited that she has been located and coming home. What to do then? There are a lot of options out there for counseling, for therapy as a family, as an individual. One of the things that we've, talked about with counselors before is you don't need to rush into what have you been doing, what happened to you, what's been going on, that kind of thing. Let them talk at their own pace, and let you know what's going on as they're ready to. Another thing is maybe being in their home environment is not the best option at that time. Maybe they need to stay with family or a friend for a while and kind of work through whatever issues are going on. As a parent or a guardian, you have the right to make that decision, and that is, legally okay to do. But what I think really bothers us here at the foundation, the case managers that we have and all of our staff, is there's a reason that these kids are running away, whatever it is. So really want to encourage parents to try to get to the bottom of understanding what really brought that on.
I Googled how to run away from home successfully. It came up 0.65 seconds with 301 million results. Just
Absolutely.
a little more than a half a second, it triggered 301 million ways to run away from home. Now, let me scroll down here and look at this. Is so interesting. It says running away part 1. Click here to run away. How to run away from home without getting caught. Places to run away with no money and survive at 13, at age 10, at 14, at age 20, and never be found as a kid. This is on Google.
Yeah.
I giggle. I'm just, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Everything you want to know. is at your fingertips this day and age, and that includes how to run away, how to not get caught. And the thing is, the National Safe Line, Runaway Safe Line is out there to help kids. It's certified counselors. They're also there to help parents. 24/7, you can call if you suspect your child might be thinking about running away. If there's a lot of issues going on in your home or your household and it's got you concerned, you can call and talk to these counselors about any of that. And the kids can as well. And if you go on their forums, you'll see a lot of conversations where kids will actually get on there and talk to these counselors and say, I'm thinking about running away. My home is uncomfortable. I don't feel safe. I don't like my stepdad, or my dad is bipolar and he won't take his medication and I just can't deal with it anymore. I know I shouldn't be running away, but I think I'm going to have to, I can't deal with it. And what you'll find is they talk to them in a manner of, okay, well, if you're considering doing this, here's some things that you need to have in place. You need to have a place to go. You need to have a safe place with a roof over your head, a friend or a parent, a friend or a family member that you can stay with. And your parents can give you permission to do that. But if you do run away, be sure that you stay in contact with a trusted person, an adult, a friend, and you let them know what's going on in your life, that you keep in contact with them.
Yeah.
So these forums aren't just, don't do it, it's terrible, you'd be wrong. They're talking them through it. Have you thought about what you're going to do for money? You need to have, a financial means where you can have food and that kind of thing. Have you, and if you do run away, be sure that it's, you're very cautious of strangers and people who are wanting to help you. Their intentions aren't always pure, and you want to be careful about the offers that they give you for help. And so they're kind of talking them through it in a manner of, here's some things to do if you actually do run away, to try to keep these kids as safe as possible. And for a lot of people, they find that, I don't know if the right word's offensive, that they're not just saying, don't do it, it's wrong, that would be a terrible thing to do. But, we all know you're not going to get very far if that's your plan. And we'd rather try to talk to these kids about issues that they need to think about that maybe they haven't. And maybe that will spark some bigger conversations or some, another thought process besides just running away. But those forums, they're out there everywhere. Just like, you could pretty much Google anything you want and you're going to get that, millions of
Well, I got a question for you and Brent.
answers.
Brent being law enforcement. When Haley in Gassville, they said they saw her running across the field and get in the car. Okay, if that car was licensed in Arkansas and the driver of the car was a resident of Arkansas, to get to Chicago, they would probably want Missouri to Illinois. Now, what's the repercussions for that person? Or if the car came from Illinois into Arkansas and we're crossing two state lines here, is there a difference in the laws from somebody from Arkansas taking her to Illinois or somebody coming from Illinois into Arkansas to take her back to Illinois?
I would probably have to read on the statute book, but I believe, they could be facing kidnapping charges, I believe, by taking a child out of state.
So, the fastest way would probably be, going, I'm about to spill my coffee here, West Plains 63 to 44 into St. Louis. That's the fastest way to St. Louis to get into Illinois.
Right.
Unless you go I-57.
Mm-hmm. So, but I'd have to look on the statutes and see what that would fall under. But I believe the kidnapping charges could be facing those charges right there.
Really?
There's that's one of the difficulties in things like that is, number one, getting the person to say that they went unwillingly, that they were forced to go. A lot of times by age 16 or 17, it's pretty difficult to get someone who has been coerced and gone of their own free will, but under, coercion, to want to testify against that person, and that makes those charges and those things difficult. And it makes it, especially if this person has a one-time offense, a first offense, they might, face some charges. But if you, look in the news and you read past cases, often it's not very much of a sentence that they end up facing, or they end up with probation, or and it's very frustrating, because even when these kids are going so-called on their own free will, they're typically coerced, or another term would be brainwashed, or extorted, blackmailed into these things. But they are so mentally changed, psychologically and emotionally changed, that they don't want to admit that kind of force.
I mean, she was a minor, if there's any sexual activity out of state, I just see there, being out of state, minor, there's no telling what happened in Chicago, and I'm just, repercussions could be very serious.
It could be, but getting her to say that and actually go to court and say that is a whole nother story. So it's really a frustrating, deal, because they definitely need to meet some consequences. They'll be out there doing this to someone else as soon as they can. It's just such a, I think, tightrope for law enforcement to figure out and to get that kind of stuff to stick and those charges. So I hope there's some stuff that they can. I hope that he sees some serious time.
Yeah, and what it boils down to is, even if it's a family member that knows of a serious situation at home, don't take it upon themselves to remove that child from the house.
No.
Involve law enforcement. Let them go in there and handle the situation.
Yeah.
So
you'd almost have to have a bench warrant filed or something, wouldn't you?
It feels so much like there's no hope in those things, calling CPS and DHS and the police and things like that, but you're just as much in the wrong as the situation is if you're not doing it by the book.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Well, we're glad that she's back home. And oh man, that was a tough day when we had her on, watching those big old tears coming down her cheeks, pleading for her daughter to come home, not knowing where she was. Can you imagine?
And that's just an example of one family. We've got thousands of families that's facing that. So,
final thoughts. We've got a minute and a half. Final thoughts.
Yeah, if you do consider running away from home, or you are a runaway, think practical and short term. You'll likely have limited resources available, in the form of money, food, shelter. However, the most important thing is that you are safe and that you are healthy. If you find yourself in that situation and you need help, remember that there are resources out there that have your best interest in mind. Talk to your school resource officer, talk to a guidance counselor. That's what they're there for, to listen. Try talking to your parents if you can, and suggest, going somewhere else, family or friend, for a while, until you think through things. But call the Runaway Safe Line. Talk to them. They have counselors 24/7. Parents, you can call them about anything. It doesn't have to be limited to running away. If you're out there and you need help, you need a way to get home, a bus ticket, a plane ticket, resources. Again, call Runaway Safe Line, call the Morgan Nick Foundation, call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. We will make sure that you get what you need, the help you need, and get you to safety. If you are in an unsafe situation or environment, contact the police, 911 immediately. Do not think it will get better. It's just me. I don't know what I can do. There are resources out there, and we'll do everything we can to help you.
Very good. Once again, thank you for being on today, and look forward to next Monday. Thank you, Genevie.
Absolutely. Thank you. You guys have a great week.
You too.
Bye. You too.
Time for a break. Be right back.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. Head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. And what better way to get ice cream is for it to come to you. Paradise Cream is coming to your town. Coming to Gainesville on Tuesdays, Yellville on Wednesdays, and Harrison on Thursdays, as well as open at their Mountain Home location next to Ramada Inn. With over 20 unique flavors in stock like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel. It's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. Paradise Cream, you're on your way to paradise. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas. It's a matter of...
And we're back with just a minute or so to talk to Brent, and so glad that Haley's back in Gassville and put that beside us. So
yes, they still have a road to go down, and but the main thing is she's home, she's safe, and the rest will fall into place.
Yeah. So appreciate your work here on Missing Monday. We've been doing this quite a while now, and have a lot of people comment that it's they like the section or the segment here on down on the corner.
It's hard to believe as much information that there is, that, I mean, there's just a lot involved. I mean, we could teach this for months to years, and still be scratching the surface. So, but yeah, there's a lot of information out there. That way, things like this will allow us to talk about it at a slow pace, and hopefully people are getting educated, and,
good.
Works out.
Personal note, in memory of George Harrison, 20 years. Can you believe George's been gone 20 years?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're a good old rock music fan, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, like those tapes I gave you?
Oh, I love them. Yeah. I've been listening to Bob Seger over and over and over again.
Bob Seger. Well, tomorrow we got Baxter Regional Hospital coming in, and we're going to try something new. We're going to have a Giving Tuesday telethon. I hope we can pull it off. This is a hard time, to try to get people to call in, but we're going to give it a try,
There you go.
Try doing a Giving Tuesday. And so we're going to give that a try. Scooter, you got anything?
Nope.
All right.
We're out of time.
Looks like it. We got to say goodbye. See you tomorrow.